Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video we are back with this quad, and those who haven't seen the previous videos of this quad, I have swapped out the engine on it from GY6 to Kawasaki 400cc engine, from 9 horsepower to 60 plus horsepower, which this thing is having right now. It's a huge upgrade for this quad, but there are some downsides I need to sort out on this quad, like the ride height is way too much. Like I have to move a little bit lower on this quad so that I could control the steering easily, and even the shock on this thing, it's super light. I need to readjust the shock mount, and even I'm going to like move the radiator, like not the radiator, the fuel tank. It's way too low, and I'm thinking I could like maybe move it 2 inches higher into the frame. So it's going to be a lot of changes I need to make on this quad. So let's just begin with the seat, like adjust the seat and then move on to the other stuff. Yes guys, I have got the marking done. So what I'm thinking right now is to move this to this position so that I could sit much lower on this seat. And even there's going to be foam over here, like 2 inches of foam. So it's going to be around here. Otherwise now it was like around over here. So it's going to reduce about 3 inches of ride height on this thing. Here is the plan of the seat. As you can see, it's way too low right now. I'm having barely enough space over with the frame over here, and also I have done some miscalculation of making it like cutting extra over here. No problem guys, I can just use a sheet metal over here and fill this gap over here. But yes guys, it's way too low right now. Before it was this high, and I have reduced about maybe 2 inches of a ride, like the seat height on this thing, which is great. So let's just cut out the sheet metal and weld it up over here. Yes guys, finally the seat. I have used the old foam which I was having, which I used previously. It was working perfect, and this time I added up the hose pipe over here, because last time the metal sheet was cutting out this leather over there. So this time I added so that it won't cut out anymore. So let's just jump over and install this. Guys, I just love the way this thing turned out. The shape over here also turned out pretty good. Even this area turned out. Yes guys, the sides are a little bit out, but it's fine. It's fine. Just because of the foam, it was way too thick over here. So I tried to give it, like squeeze it how much I could, but it is what it is. I'm pretty excited about how this thing turned out. Now I'm sitting pretty much low on this bike, and the other thing I have done is I have adjusted the shock on this thing, moved it 4 inches back from the top, which made it a lot, like you can see at the front and at the back, they are both exactly same right now. I can even adjust the torque on the like this spring at the rear swing arm, but guys, it is good for now. I can call it good. I have got other plans with me to do with this bike, so I don't have stuff with me to do that, but as I get that stuff, means I'm going to completely change up the rear part of this thing and even of the front part. But for now it's perfect, and even there was a bent spindle up at the front, which I had straightened it up off camera and got it to work. It's pretty much good right now. The next step is to get the fuel tank. The fuel tank needs to be shortened up and fitted where it was. Yes guys, again I have to cut down the fuel tank and make it. Yes guys, it worked out. So let's just close it up. Guys, off camera I rubbed out the light from the other bike and it turned out perfect. It's not perfectly mounted out. Yes guys, I was testing out the height on this thing. It's adjustable. I can move it lower and even higher, but I think so it will look good at this point. And also the other thing what I'm thinking, like I cannot put this thing back up there because this pipe over here is hitting the light because it's a little bit thinner at this point and thicker at this point, so its distance is more, which goes perfectly into the light, but this distance does not fit into light. That means I have to redesign it, and if I need to redesign it means I can just redesign. And even I'm thinking to get some backrest over here. I don't know whether it's going to look great or not. It's also from the same bike. It's a seat of a same bike, so I can put this thing back over here and have a backrest. I don't know whether I should put this or not. Let's just see this thing later, but before that, let's just cut out the extra pipe over here and make it a little bit back and make it to fit over here. That's what the thing is. Like whether I should go like this or whether like this. I think so this kind of looks better. Let's just put the light and turn on the light first. Let's see how it turns out. Whether it's going to look like this, good, or with this. I think so this looks kind of better, man. It looks kind of better, that's what. Let's just move on with this thing. Yes guys, you can see there is a bulb inside this just because there was a problem with the neutral light, with the gear light. So when I remove the bulb, this is just left on. It's not going to turn off. I don't know for what reason. So that's what I have to leave the bulb inside, and I cannot use this bulb over here just because it's halogen and it's getting hot, so it's going to melt out the plastic of this thing. So that's what otherwise I would have gone with the same lights. Let's just let it be taped up, and I hope it does not get hot and fused so quick. That's what the thing is. So let's just get this thing aligned back. It turned out perfect, the red light and the neutral light. You can see both are working. This is the kind of dim light. It's a kind of dim light. But at night we are able to see. From here we can able to see. And when I apply the gear, you can see it's dismissed. Like it's off. And it's on with the light. Like with the gear. When it's neutral, it's going to turn on. And when it's like in gear, means it's going to be off. And even this is the oil pump light or the main light to start this thing up. Yes, it is the oil pump light. So if anything is there wrong, means this light will turn on. Finally guys, this thing is absolutely turning out perfect as I do any sort of work over here. Like the dashboard turned out perfect. With I have got a oil pumps like light and also the neutral light. So I could find out where the neutral is. That's what the thing is. And even got the lights and everything working. That's just temporary lights. I'm going to get some better lights for this thing. But yes guys, the dim light had turned out perfect. I robbed it out from the other bike. And it's also Kawasaki, so the same thing, all over the same thing. All the parts over here are from Kawasaki, we can say. And yes guys, this seat had turned out absolutely perfect. Like I could go that much low, as much I was able to go lower on this seat. I have done it. So now I'm sitting much lower on the quad, and even I can control the steering much better. That's what. So yes guys, other than that everything turned out perfect. Even this back rail, what we call, I don't know exactly the name of this thing, but it turned out perfect. I like the way this thing turned out. And yes guys, I did sand it up somewhat of the body over here, like it was way too rough, so I sanded up a little bit. Now it's much smoother, but still guys, I need to get this thing painted out. I'm thinking to go with green and black, or maybe red and black, the same color, red and black, or with green, this red plastic into green, and this the same thing, the black one. But guys, let me know what exactly you think about which colors should I go with on this thing. And even guys, I have got much other plans on this thing, this quad. Like I need to play around with the front arms and also look for a bigger axle on this thing. But yes guys, bigger axle, bigger tires, and even this gearing on this thing, I still need to like hold up the clutch a lot to get this thing moving. Yes guys, I need to change up the gearing. It's not that bad, it's not that terrible, but it's not having like a lower torque, low RPM torque. So this thing is not having lower RPM torque. So I need to get that with I'm thinking the only thing, like at the back there is 44 teeth. I cannot go bigger than that because otherwise it's going to hit the ground all over the places. The only place is the engine sprocket. The engine sprocket, it's right now it's 16 teeth. I'm thinking to put 13 teeth. And yes guys, I have placed an order. So has that thing arrived, means we'll just put that thing on. And yes guys, with that it will be much torquier. That's what the thing is. Yes guys, that's it for this video. I hope you all guys enjoyed my video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell, so you won't miss out any of my future videos. And even guys, if you liked it, don't forget to give a thumbs up on this video because that appreciates me a lot. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day.